Excellent. First half, we really once we settled into the game, we did a good job of getting into them, making them a little uncomfortable. And then third quarter, obviously they got going. The offensive rebounds just killed us. I think that's how they started knocking down threes. It felt like anyway. They had the one possession where they got about 4 shots, and then they did what they do, which is spread you out and play kind of through their pick and roll stuff, and then try to draw two and get people free. They also hit some really tough shots, so give them a lot of credit, but our guys deserve some too for coming back after falling behind.
This group's obviously still pretty new. You played well. You've been really happy about how you looked, but do you learn anything in a night like tonight, considering the environment?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Boston was without Jaylen Brown and Porzingis, so this is not their best version of their team, but they're still damn good. So it's a hell of a win in a tough environment, and we had some guys out too. And again, I love our depth. I think we're built to withstand absences. We get a lot of guys who can come in and play big minutes for us and help us win games like these. So it's obviously a good win for us.
You mentioned fighting back a bunch, Steve. I think after that play when Gary got that loose ball, we called the timeout. I think he scored 5 or 6 possessions in a row, and a couple of offensive rebounds, made a bunch of plays. What did you see about your execution?
I saw the last 5 minutes. I thought our defense really showed up. The activity, Gary getting on the floor, Loon getting 2 putbacks. Those were maybe the 2 biggest shots of the game, and then Steph finding Buddy in the corner for that 3. I mean, it was all in sequence. It just felt like we connected the game, got stops, and were able to get scores and close it out.
I know you're obviously playing a lot of time when you're playing a bunch of guys, but when you're playing a bunch of guys all 15, 20 minutes like that, does it help when the way you're getting into everybody defensively?
I mean, in theory, we should be able to, if we're playing a bunch of guys 15 to 22 minutes, they should be able to go all out during those minutes. And I think we're getting that. Now, tonight was probably the first game we had 3 guys over 30 minutes. So the game kind of settled into a more traditional NBA game down the stretch. We had Wiggs, Draymond, and Steph out there all playing big minutes. But I thought Gary and Buddy just kind of tag teaming offense, defense, and then Loon, he's made so many big plays for us over the years. I thought his minutes were just massive down the stretch.
Yeah, it was massive about Loon. I mean, the 6 offensive rebounds, how big is that, especially with the Celtics rebounding the ball?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to put Loon and Draymond out there for defense, but one thing with Loon, even though he's he's not a 3-point shooter or a lob threat, he just generates extra possessions for us all the time. So sometimes it's a tip in or 2 like he had tonight. Sometimes it's a kickback out for a 3. But Loon's a winner. He just he helps you whatever you need. He's there for you.
And what do you think about Wiggins' activity on Jayson Tatum?
Yeah, I love Wiggs tonight. The game started out a little slow for him, but really got into Jayson. Tried to make it as tough as possible. Jayson was still phenomenal and really got it going in the second half. But I thought Wiggs did a really good job on him. I mean, that's Jayson Tatum, so it's a tough matchup. You just try to make it as hard as possible.
What's the give and take trying to slow him where his passing game's come along?
Say it again, I'm sorry.
Trying to slow Jayson. What's the give and take trying to slow him and throw some help at him where his passing game's come along a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, he can score at all 3 levels, and so the idea is don't give him anything easy. So hopefully you don't foul him. Hopefully you can meet him before he gets to the rim. And you just you try to take away the 3, but he's got that step back, and he's so big that he can shoot right over the top of the defense. So you just got to keep, like all great players, you just have to stay with it and not get discouraged when he makes a couple.
What have you seen from him early this season, taking a step beyond last year, even through the Olympics and early this season? We played Boston about 5 years ago. He had 55 points against us. So I don't need to hear about him taking a step. He's been a great player for a long time.
34 minutes from Steph tonight. Just what did you make of his all-around game, and then especially when he got
Yeah, I think it was the first game Steph's even past 30 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. And we're at the point of the season now where it feels like he's settled into his groove, conditioning-wise. He's ready to play those kind of minutes, and he was brilliant. I mean, that fourth quarter, he hit one big shot after another, and then, like I said, the pass to Buddy in the corner for the three was kind of the one that sealed it.
He had a second quarter hit-ahead pass that was, I can tell you already know the one I'm talking about all the time.
Hit ahead to the other team? Yeah.
And you lit into him.
Yeah.
And do you feel like there's a little bit more team-wide accountability
Yes.
this season
Yeah.
for like that type of, like to win how you want to win,
Right.
like that can
Yeah.
happen in the same.
Yeah, and the beauty of Steph is I can yell at him, and he lets me yell at him, which sets a tone for the rest of the team. And I yelled at him. It was a 5-point swing. They came down and hit a three, and he accepted it, and he knew it. But look, this is a theme for our team. We can't be the same team we were 5-6 years ago, and give away 5-6 possessions in the name of creating chaos. And everybody else is playing fast and shooting threes too these days. And in fact, Boston shot 20 more threes than we did in the second half, and so it's tough to win if you're giving away possessions. And so I've been all over Steph and Draymond. It's incumbent upon them, because they're our leaders and they're the guys who handle the ball the most. They've got to cut back on their decisions, bad decisions like that one. And to their credit, they've done so.
How did you find out that Steph is someone you could yell at?
Because I yelled at him and he handled it.
Do you remember when that
Yeah, I mean, first year, very first year coaching him, but you also, as soon as you get to know a guy pretty well, you see what he's made of, and he reminded me of Tim Duncan, and all I remember was Pop screaming at Tim Duncan all the time. So I figured I can probably yell a little bit at Steph too. But no, he gets it. I mean, we're trying to be a great team. There's never anything personal. I'm not calling him names. It's just basketball and discipline, and let's be the best team we can be, and all the other stuff goes out the window. We're collaborating. We're trying to win. Thanks.